Yeah, g'day everyone, I'm Dave. Interesting times we're living in. The last week has really put a bomb under what is possible to be done, and an explosion of creativity is about to take over this planet. And I'm not saying that lightly. Google have literally changed the way that search is done. They've had to do this in answer to companies like Perplexity and OpenAI. People are just using their large language model as a search engine now. They all have search capabilities. It will return answers that are indexed on Google and on Bing and the other search engines. But what it also does is it looks for the truth in the conversation. Now, with AI mode, because you basically ask a question and you want an answer, the more the AI can find out about whatever that question is, truthfully, it can answer that AI response. And this is why my argument is, you have a business. Right? You're not trying to fool anybody. You're just trying to tell people how good your business is. How do you get the word of mouth out there? The obvious way to do it is through storytelling and conversation. I mean, as humans, we are storytellers. I mean, I don't know if anyone's read Yuval Noah Harari's Sapiens, but it covers the subject very well in a lot of his other books as well. Humans are storytellers, right? We love stories. That's why we love movies. We love conversation. We love to hear these things. That is the way that we get our message across. Now, the world has changed. And last week, I'll show you some amazing footage of just how fast it's changed. So the next video that I sort of want to show you is the other question that people say to me all the time is they say, okay, this whole AI thing, it's not really, it's all smoke and mirrors or whatever. Here's just a little bit of an insight as to what is being launched.
Stargate, put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure.
The data centers are actually under construction. The first of them are under construction in Texas, the Abilene location, which is our first location.
Abilene is a town.
Okay, so that is just one of the largest data centers being built. Elon Musk has built one for X. Stargate, in partnership with OpenAI, are building these data centers. They're going to come online in about 18 months. That particular one is one of the largest buildings that man has ever built. It is just insane, right? So if you're doubting the expansion of AI and how it will become just ubiquitous to everybody, companies do not spend that money and build data centers on that scale for more compute and more scaling. Now, the reason that's important is, let's look at what happens today without those data centers being fully operational. And let's amplify that, because the rate, everything is 10xing, 20xing, 30xing within a month. It is just insane. So another piece to back up my argument, I guess. Part and parcel of the conversation is being able to control the conversation. Now, let's just start at the basics. We want to tell a story, right? So if I go down here now, and here's a site that we set up for the Royal Golf Club in Bangkok. So we can see that the AI assistant, if I ask it, what's the best play to play hole 13, I've started the conversation, right? So the conversation for this particular golf club is they can go to the Pro Shop, scan the QR code, that then downloads the application, and hey presto, the person that's playing the round of golf will actually get an answer. Now, language, and this is another huge area, the native changing of language is on the fly. So communication between people that don't speak the same language will just become ubiquitous through the applications that are now developing. So if we see there, the answer is there, brings back. Now, the next thing is, I've just translated this to Japanese, so let's ask a question in Japanese. So we'll start a new chat. Same question, but in Japanese, right? Paste. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because we're using AI to basically take the conversation and create the answers. And as you've seen in previous videos, what we've designed is the ability to then edit that information. And an email is basically sent straight away to the site user. So we can see the information there. If we now go down to the output side, we can actually see that the AI has created the pages. So that question that I just asked is now live for web search for someone in Japan, right? So what this is, the theory about promoting your business was blog post, blog post, blog post. That's fine. That is dying slowly, right? Because as they just said, they're after content, specific content, not generalized content. So if you have got a business and people are talking about your business, we can go back here to ask a question. The conversation about your business will sit there on the web. The web is not going anywhere because it's where they get the information from. And it's growing because the amount of information is growing, but it's the quality of information that you need. So if you just create a general blog post on something, that's fine and may be helpful, but you are trying to get your business recognized by the AI, and going forward in AI searches and agentic searches where the agents are looking for the information, and I'll back that theory of mine up in a moment. But when the pages are created automatically through your users, so there we go, we can have a look now. I've just asked what's the best way to play hole 13, and the page is created. It's got the answer. It's about your golf course, right? These are genuine questions being asked by people, and these are the genuine answers. All these pages sit there on the internet, and as people search, particularly in other countries, your business starts to grow and get recognized. Currently now with normal search, but also we're seeding just to recap on where things are going, right? For those of you who are still not quite sure about where AI is going, the last week has changed the perception of many, many people. Like the example I gave of, once someone receives a practical example of what they can do and what they can use AI for to increase their productivity, improve their customer relations, just help out their kids, whatever. The applications are mind-blowing. Open your mind to AI, right? I am here. If you want to contact me, give me a bell, send me a message. Thank you for everyone commenting on my information and my talks as well. It's really good. The feedback's been excellent, and feel free to leave any feedback you like. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, thanks very much for your time. Much appreciated.